I truly don't understand how people don't get that if you have a bad experience, that you're unlikely to go back at that particular business in the future. And the reason why businesses grow is that you actually have good experiences. And it's through the good experiences that you tell other people, like, hey, this was actually pretty good. I'm going to go there and, I'm going to recommend it to other people, and your business is going to grow. So I just had a experience where I took something back and they wouldn't honor the complete warranty of the particular product, even though that we had just purchased it, and charged me extra for something that we had just purchased. We took it home, it broke. It didn't, like, we didn't do anything that was necessarily nefarious to it. It just wasn't functioning, so we took it back, and then they ended up charging us for putting, for the product that we actually bought, but there was a warranty to it. And I didn't want to make a big stink. I sort of sat there for about 10 minutes or arguing back and forth. And eventually it was like, fine. It was like $20. It's not worth my time to go through, the argument and keep going with it. And, I just don't want to make a scene. Um, and, it's frustrating with people understanding. They don't necessarily understand how the sort of business transactions work, right? That it is, despite the fact that you don't really, um, despite the fact that often it may cost you a little bit of money at this moment, but it's the repeat business that you actually want, is people coming back. And I realize that they don't necessarily know who you are and all of those kind of things, but if you look at all of the businesses around you that you repeatedly go to, it's because that you have trust in that particular business. That when you buy something, they will, that you'll end up going, and even if you try it out, you can get it exchanged. If it's within a reasonable amount of time, that you can get it exchanged. And it still baffles me. And this is why I end up defaulting to buying from just large multinationals, right? From Amazon, from Walmart, from Costco. It's not necessarily because of the experience that you get. It's often inferior of an experience that you get compared to buying like locally and doing those kind of things. But you end up wasting money and time and effort when you go through and you don't buy from reputable businesses. And it's only through that reputation that you grow your business. And it's only through that sort of like being the tried and true, somebody's going to show up, the sort of basic stuff that I repeatedly talk about. The showing up, the being there, the reliability, the consistency. That's why people actually buy things. And that's why you actually will repeatedly, rely on certain folks, right? And certain businesses. It's it's less so that you always consistently have, high performance, right? But it's because that you consistently always have the same performance and the same expectation, and you're never going to be let down, right? And it's such a, to me, I feel like, kind of like, a violated experience, right? It's not a pleasant thing to go and buy something the day before and then just have somebody dispute that transaction, even though it was sort of a faulty transaction. Um, it's such not a good experience. And I realize it's for small businesses that could be a lot of money, and that does take away from profitability, but that's profitability in the short term that will likely, in the long run, if you if you're reliable, you're consistent, you keep doing it, you actually grow in the long run by being somebody that would, or being an organization that will not do those kind of things. That will be consistent and show up, and just all of that basic stuff. Um, I don't know why people can't get that straight. It's such like a basic principle, um, but it's so hard to let people understand what it actually means, and the sort of expectations that you have. So if you're running a small business and you want to compete with multinationals, realize that multinationals, they take things back no matter what. And they will consistently take things back, and no matter what. And if you don't do that, then you're going to lose customers in the long run repeatedly. And if you don't honor, the basic stuff that is available, you're going to lose customers, and it's going to be problematic in the long run. All right, take care, and have a wonderful day.